Hey, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to stop by and let you know that there is a reason that you're listening to this, and there's a reason that there's a part of you that knows that you were meant for something more. So just take a second to acknowledge that as you start to collect yourself and prepare yourself for this little meditation. You can pick wherever you want to be, sitting or standing. You could be laying down. There's no rules here, and what works best for you probably differs from day to day. So just take a second to check in and know that whatever you intuitively want to do is exactly right. And take a second to get the wiggles out, get the fidgets out, relax your shoulders, decide where you want your hands to go. And then if you feel okay with closing your eyes, close down your eyes. And immediately start calling your own energy back into your body from anywhere that you've left it. I like to start by what I've done so far in the day. You can kind of run your mind's eye past the activities you've done before this. And then I like to run through anything I'm going to do after this, anything that would kind of pull my mind or attention out of this moment or forward out of this moment. Just go ahead and pull it back. And then you could go through the days of the week before this one, the days of the week after this one. You could go through the months, just kind of running through the name of the month before this one, the name of the month before that one, and even years before this. And call your energy back in from where you want to be also. So anything outside of who you are and where you are now, call your energy back in. And then we're going to start to let our mind wander over the different people we have in our lives or spend our time with. So go ahead and one by one, start to kind of say their name in your head and then call your energy back into your body from them. And as you call the energy back in and you feel ready to move to the next name, move to that name. When I'm doing this meditation, I definitely notice like sometimes I'll run through a name or two and be like, okay, cool. I pulled the energy in. Okay, the next one. And then all of a sudden I say someone's name and I'm like, whoa, okay. Here's where I need to pull it back from. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that person or anything wrong with you. Just stay there as long as you need to, taking some breaths, and feel your own energy fill into different parts of your body or different parts of your energetic field. And calling your own energy back in might feel tingly. You might feel a kind of tingly or energetic sensation in one of your chakras, or maybe like your kidneys or your low back. You might feel it in the air around you. There's no wrong answer. Those are just the places that, almost like if you were a dry sponge or part of your body was like a dried sponge and your energy's water, you're just filling in those places that are in need of or thirsty for your own energy, filling those places in. Good. And you can keep running through your list of people, running through clients or coworkers, friends, or family. And again, just noticing what you notice, not really worrying about why the energy left or how long. Just let go of the story. Let go of how you ended up here. Just focus on breathing and just like drinking in and soaking that good, clean you energy back into your body. Good. And then when you've had enough of running through the people in your life, and you can stay there as long as you want to, you don't have to go as fast as me or wait for me. Start to run through the titles that you have in your life, either that you call yourself or that other people call you. Mom or sister, daughter. Start to call your energy back in from those roles, those titles. And then thinking of the roles you associate to your friends, like I'm the leader, or I'm the one who always has to take care of everyone else, or a lot of people depend on me for this. Just call your energy back in from there too. And then running through your titles for your job, like I'm a coach, or I'm a marketing expert, or I'm the manager of this, or I'm a baker, or I'm a DJ. Just pull your energy back in from those titles as well. Whatever you've expended energy making sure you try to be, whatever your version or whatever other people's version of the best, version of that. Call it back in. And again, just notice where in your body is starting to fill in. Good. And then stay here, and we're going to start to tune in to your energetic field. So your energetic field is about, like 2.5 feet in every direction around your body, or an arm's distance length around your body in every direction. So that's left, right, front, back, top, bottom. So it's even like above the crown of your head, almost like Bubble Boy, his little to-go outfit, or like a snow globe. So just start to envision that little bubble around you. And people's bubbles can take different forms or shapes, and you might notice that too. So I know someone whose bubble is a web. I know someone whose bubble is like a container of hot lava, like the edges are hot lava. So no wrong answers here, just noticing what you notice. And then we're going to start to do a little scan of your bubble, starting at the crown of your head, so the area of the bubble at the top of your head. And you're just going to kind of feel into as much space as you can above the crown of your head. And then you're going to start to scan down the front side of your bubble, and any places that are hard to connect to, or it's hard to feel into, or you feel like almost there's a tear or a rip or a leak or a hole for whatever reason. Again, it doesn't matter why it's there. It just matters that we're filling it in. So what you're going to do as you scan your bubble is you're going to start to call your own energy in from anywhere that it's gone to help fill in those spaces and repair the bubble. Kind of reinforcing your energetic field. And you might notice as you scan different colors or images or memories or stories, try not to get caught up in what they mean. Just notice what you notice. And then start scanning down towards the bottom, like front side of your field, all the way down to the very bottom of your field. And again, just filling in those spaces. And you can stay anywhere you want to stay and spend some extra time filling in. You don't have to keep up with me. Whatever you're doing and whatever you're experiencing is exactly right. Good. And then start to take a walk to the right-hand side of your field, scanning all the way from the top of your field down to the very bottom and pausing anywhere that needs a little bit of extra love, and just call your own pure, clean you energy, the parts of you that know who you are and are confident and can see clearly and are grounded and are sure and are unique and special, and there's no one else like you. Just call that back in to come on home. Good. And then when you're ready, you can start to walk your way to the back side of your bubble. And if you're like me, it always takes a little bit of extra time to tap into the back side of the bubble. That's the part. So the front side is like the one or the you side, and then the back side is like the universe or God or source or whatever like word speaks to you. And we always, well, if you're like me, which you probably are since you're listening to this, you have a little bit harder time connecting with that part of you that just feels supported, or like you and the universe and, you know, everything's all going to work out and that the universe has your back. It always takes me a little bit of extra time to connect with the backside, and especially like towards my low back. So feel free to just hang out there as long as you need to until you can connect with that place. And moving down to the backside of the legs too. And all the way down to under the feet. And then take a walk to the left-hand side of your field when you're ready. Scanning all the way from top to bottom. And start to make your way to the front left-hand side of the field, and then watch, when you're ready, the two sides of your field meet in front of you. And then feel your whole field all at once. And then take a second to acknowledge that no matter how much you love or care about or want to help other people, you still don't want their energy in your field. And it's actually more of a service to both of you, because the more you kind of stay out of their field or stop yourself from taking on a bunch of their energy, the more grounded and yourselves and clear you guys can both stay together and then help each other from inside of each of your own bubbles. So the goal is not to get lost in other people's fields or other people's bodies. The goal is to stay in your own field, full of your own energy, full of that clarity, full of that like unique you-ness, and then move into the world from there. And from there, you're way more powerful, your energy is way more sustainable, and you're able to reach and connect with more people than you would if you just gave everyone else your energy. So knowing that and feeling that energetic field sealed all the way around you, start to bring your thoughts to your root chakra. And your root chakra, for women, it's located between the ovaries towards the base of the spine. And the color of the root chakra is red. And you can notice if you see red in your root chakra today or another color, again, there's no wrong answer. And then see if you can feel into all sides of your root chakra, just like you felt into all sides of your field. Noticing what shade, of what color, any images, guides, animals, memories. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to drop a chord from your root chakra down through the floor, down through your field, and send it down towards the earth. So we're actually going to send the cord into the earth, almost like roots from a tree. And just like what your field looks like, there's no rules as to what your cord looks like. So it could be like a literal cord, like your iPhone charger, or it could be roots from a plant. Mine sometimes is like a dinosaur tail made of Legos. Like there's no rules here, and it can get just whatever uniquely your cord is, just go with it. It's kind of fun, I think. It could be a beam of light. And then just start to follow your cord down into the earth. So we're going to move through dirt and rock and underground caverns of water. It doesn't have to move in a straight line. It might kind of meander. Moving through different layers of the earth's crust. Down, down, down until it finds the very center of the earth's core, hot lava. And then you're going to feel the cord connect to the center of the earth and give it a little kind of tug in your mind's eye to make sure that you're secured. And knowing that this cord is an out-only cord, so once things leave, they can't come back in. You're going to bring your thoughts back up to your root chakra and start to let go of anything that's not yours. And your body will actually instinctively know how to get rid of that without you really even having to know what I mean. So just trust that whatever is happening is exactly right. And you might even feel some physical sensations like tingliness or even like achiness or anxiety or a wave of nausea randomly, fogginess. This is all symptoms of carrying other people's energy, and there's just a tad bit of withdrawal as you start to release them. So noticing what you notice, you can always back off if it feels too intense. Some nice deep breaths will help you to stay grounded and stay here. And also try not to try too hard. Just like allow the energy to leave your body. And as the energy leaves your body, it's going to go down the cord, down, 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 all the way to the center of the earth where it's going to be neutralized and sent back to wherever it came from. And it doesn't matter why the energy's there, how it got there, who gave it to you, it doesn't matter. Just notice and release. And as you release energy that's not yours, noticing any other changes in your body. Is it easier to sit up straight? Do you feel the root chakra getting bigger or smaller or changing colors? Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to and again, you can stay there as long as you want to or need to. You're going to bring your thoughts to your second chakra. And your second chakra traditionally is orange, but that doesn't have to be you. It's located like 2 inches below the belly button. Go ahead and feel into all sides of the second chakra. And if you can't feel it, just pretend you can, or imagine what it would feel like to be able to feel it. And that's the same as feeling it. Good. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop a cord, and this cord's going to go through the cord in the root chakra and travel all the way down to the center of the earth. And then go ahead and start to release anything in your second chakra that's not yours. So examples could be any expectations or shame that people have put on your sexuality or your creativity. As you release things stored in your second chakra that aren't yours, know that guilt and shame aren't actually yours. So someone had to teach you how to feel that. So any guilt you've ever felt and any shame you've ever felt is actually not yours. We're not born with that emotion. We're taught it. So you could release guilt and shame here in whatever way that applies to you. Anytime you haven't been allowed to express yourself or express your sexuality or creativity, that can all just go down the cord to the center of the earth, and it's going to go back to wherever it came from. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to move up to your third chakra, your power center. And the color of your third chakra is yellow. And that's in your solar plexus, so above the belly button, but below the diaphragm. And see if you can feel into all sides of it. Good. And then when you're ready, start to drop a chord through the second chord and the first chord, and then send that all the way down to the center of the earth and start to release any energy hidden or stored in your third chakra that is not yours. And you can continue while you're here, since we love multitasking, right? You can continue releasing energy that's not yours from the first two chakras. Just kind of dumping that all down the cord. And feeling it leave your body. You might feel like a little bit of nausea here or feedback in your low back. That's okay. You're in charge here, so if you need to back off, you can back off. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll move up to the heart chakra. Feeling into maybe a green color in your heart. Today I'm getting like an emerald green. Noticing what shade yours is today. If it feels tight and small and holding still, or maybe it's really, really big. I'm just noticing what you notice. There's no wrong answers. We're just allowing whatever is today to be. And connecting with that part of yourself that is full of unconditional love, like in innocence, like the love of a child, just kind of like an just unjaded, traumatized, stressed out, just pure, unconditional love that's still in you. And then when you're ready, you can start to drop a chord from your heart through the third, through the second, through the first, and down to the center of the earth. And then start to release anything that's not yours stored in your heart chakra. Anytime someone made you think that your love was wrong, or that you shouldn't be so trusting, or you shouldn't love so much. And again, you can feel that connection through the first three and the heart chakra, still just cleansing out and connecting all of them. And when you're ready, moving up to the throat chakra. The color is blue. Feeling into all sides of the throat chakra, where you're able to express yourself and ask for what you need. Say no when you need to say no. Say yes when you need to say yes. And when you're ready, start to drop a chord from the throat to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the second chakra, to the root, and then down through the original chord to the center of the earth, and then start to clear out anything that's not yours in your throat. Anytime you've been told to be quiet, or you were afraid to speak, or acted small with your voice, Said yes when you didn't want to say yes. Didn't stick up for yourself because you're afraid. Good. And when you're ready, making your way up to your third eye. A pretty purple or violet color, maybe. And a lot of people think that the third eye is like directly in between the eyebrows, but it's actually between the eyebrows and then also underneath the crown of your head. So if you think about kind of that intersection, almost like if you went from temple to temple and then crown of your head to throat, where those 2 points or 2 lines meet is where your third chakra is. And see if you can feel into all sides of your third chakra. And this is the part of yourself where you know things, like you just know things without anyone having to tell you. You can have visions about, who you are or who you're meant to be, or you might even probably are able to read people really well or know things about people without anyone having to tell you. This is from your third eye. And sometimes it gets clogged or cloudy when we take on other people's opinions about like, oh, maybe what we thought we knew, we don't know. That's someone's energy in your third chakra. And then also feelings of anxiety or ungroundedness is kind of when your third chakra is a little bit too open or hyperactive without the lower chakras being activated. So in whatever way that speaks to you, if at all, just take a second to feel into your third chakra and then drop a chord through the lower chakras before this, throat, heart, third, second, first, and then start to release anything that's not yours. So anytime you've doubted yourself, or maybe someone got in your head and just made you think that what you knew you didn't know, or you were afraid to say, or the times you didn't listen to your intuition because someone made you feel like you're crazy, and most people also don't know that chakras can actually be too open also. So an example of the third eye being too open would be like anxiety or just not being able to stop thinking, or paranoia, that type of thing. So that can also happen from other people's energy. So whatever speaks to you, just drop it down, all the way down to the center of the earth, and it gets to leave. Good. And when you're ready, crown chakra, the tippy top of your head, white light, beautiful, bright, clean, pure white light. And this is the place where you connect to the universe. It's like the place where we download source information, source energy, things that we all share. It's like a connection that we all share, no matter who you are and where you come from. But at the same time, even though we share it, we still only want it to be filled with our own energy. Feeling into all sides of it, dropping a chord down through the lower 6. And then as you clear out the crown chakra, really just feel into that connection from the root to the second, to the third, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. And if you wanted to, you could even feel a connection from source. So you could imagine like the sun above your head in the sky, and the sun is filled with pure, clean you energy from all the places you've ever been, from all the lifetimes you've ever lived, from all the places you'll ever go. It's just all in this one sun above your head. And you could connect to that and feel the channel moving all the way through your body, and then the chord dropping anything that's not yours down to the center of the earth. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to feel into your whole body and let go of any energy in your whole body that's not yours. And then feel into your whole field. So left, right, top, bottom, front, back, everything in the space between your body and the edge of your field. Go ahead and clear it out, check in, feel into it. What can you release? Anything you can goes down the cord, and watch it fall down to the center of the earth. And you can check in with your blood and your organs, like your kidneys, your liver, your stomach, skin, fascia, muscle, bone, bone marrow, teeth, hair, tongue, heart. Good. And then when you feel like you've cleared enough for today, which we can always go back and clear more, so knowing that you've done enough, if you've done enough, go ahead and cut, karate chop, or just drop the cord that we made, and then seal your field underneath the place where the cord went through. So we're going to drop the cord, it's going to fall out of our field, go away, seal your field. So now we're just pure you energy in your body, in your field. And then let's go ahead and connect to that sun above you in the sky that has all of your own energy in it, and start to just let it pour onto the crown of your head, almost like you could feel the warmth from the sun on your skin and on your field. And let it just like soak in and ooze in into every bit of you. So moving into your skull and your brain and your eyes and your neck and your shoulders and your bones and your lungs and your ribs and your belly and your spine and your pelvis and your hips and your legs and your feet. And then let that spill over into your field until you're just chock full, you're overflowing of only your energy. And then you can leave the sun above you in the sky. You can stay here as long as you want to. And then let's go ahead and set your field at a bright white light. So turn it completely bright and white, so that no one else's energy can come in. So we're setting it at a filter that will keep anyone's energy out that's not ours, and also it will keep our own energy in our bubble. And then you can stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to start coming back out, you can actually leave the sun above you in the sky, and you can check in with it later in the day. And just in the moments where you start to get tired or feel a little bit, just overwhelmed or anxious or anything like that, just feel the sun in the sky and then feel into your bubble and just do a little check-in. You can always do a clearing kind of quickly if you need to too. You don't have to take all this time to do it. But yeah, so you can use the bubble and your sun to just give yourself a little re-up throughout the day until you're ready to do a big energy dump at home. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good job, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day.